In late 2023, thousands of people woke up to a strange message. The company fixing their teeth no longer existed. Not support delayed, not temporary outage, just gone. SmileDirectClub, the startup that promised perfect teeth delivered like Amazon packages, shut down almost overnight. Customer support vanished, aligners stopped shipping, and the famous lifetime smile guarantee suddenly meant exactly what it sounded like in bankruptcy court. Nothing. Which is awkward when you still owe monthly payments. To understand how a company worth $8.9 billion ended like this, you need to understand the business idea. It was Silicon Valley's favorite phrase, "Let's disrupt healthcare." SmileDirectClub sold mail-order orthodontics. Instead of visiting a dentist, you'd either scan your teeth in one of their smile shops or make a mold at home. Then invisible aligners would arrive in the mail. Every few weeks you'd switch to a new one, and eventually, theoretically, your teeth would move into perfect alignment. No office visits, no expensive orthodontists, just plastic trays and optimism. Traditional braces could cost $5,000 or more. SmileDirectClub offered treatment for around $2,000. Investors loved it, because to them, this wasn't dentistry, it was a tech platform. Customers equals users. Dental trays equals product. Orthodontists equals optional detail. The growth story looked unstoppable. By 2019, investors were throwing money at the company. When SmileDirectClub went public on NASDAQ, it aimed for a valuation of nearly $8.9 billion. And then the market responded with the enthusiasm of someone discovering their dentist uses duct tape. The stock fell about 28% on the first day, one of the worst IPO debuts since the financial crisis. Wall Street was already nervous, because SmileDirectClub wasn't really a software company. It was selling physical medical devices, which meant manufacturing costs, shipping costs, customer service, and extremely expensive marketing. To keep growing, the company had to constantly buy new customers with advertising. But the real trouble started elsewhere, the dental industry. Orthodontists were not thrilled. Organizations like the American Association of Orthodontists argued the model skipped critical steps. No x-rays, no in-person exams, no direct supervision during treatment. Critics warned that moving teeth without proper diagnosis could cause serious problems. And soon, stories started appearing. Customers reporting painful treatments, bite problems, teeth shifting the wrong direction. Investigations followed. Media outlets like the New York Times and NBC News published reports questioning the safety of the company's practices. Some customers claimed they were asked to sign non-disclosure agreements before receiving refunds, which is an unusual strategy in healthcare, because the last thing patients love hearing is, "Your teeth are fine, but please sign this silence contract." Meanwhile, regulators started paying attention. Dental boards in multiple states began investigating whether SmileDirectClub was practicing dentistry without proper oversight. In California, regulators even raided some of the company's retail locations. SmileDirectClub responded the Silicon Valley way, by suing everyone: competitors, regulators, media companies. At one point, the company even filed a $2.85 billion lawsuit against NBC Universal over investigative reporting. Because when your reputation is under pressure, nothing says confidence like suing the evening news. Meanwhile, another enemy emerged. Align Technology, the company behind Invisalign. They had once partnered with SmileDirectClub. Later, they became rivals. Then, they became legal enemies. The two companies spent years fighting in court over patents, contracts, and ownership stakes. At one point, SmileDirectClub was ordered to pay nearly $100 million related to a dispute. Legal bills started piling up, and so did operating losses. Because behind the startup branding, the business model had a brutal reality. Customer acquisition was extremely expensive, advertising costs were massive, and every treatment required manufacturing and shipping custom medical devices. Even during the hype years, the company was losing hundreds of millions of dollars. Then the world changed. Inflation rose, interest rates climbed, consumers became cautious. Suddenly, fewer people wanted to finance cosmetic dental treatments during a shaky economy. Revenue slowed, debt grew, cash started disappearing. By 2022, SmileDirectClub was trapped. To survive, it needed new customers. To get new customers, it needed more marketing. And the marketing was exactly what was draining its cash. It was like trying to fix a sinking ship by buying a bigger bucket. Executives tried cutting costs, but lawsuits continued. Regulatory pressure continued. Customer complaints continued. And investors slowly lost faith. Finally, in September 2023, the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The plan was to restructure and keep operating. That lasted about 5 minutes. Within months, SmileDirectClub announced it was shutting down completely. Operations stopped immediately. The website turned into a FAQ page. Customer support disappeared. Aligner shipments ended. But the financing payments? Those were still very real. Thousands of customers were left mid-treatment with half-finished aligner plans. Some had teeth that had already shifted. Others were still paying monthly loans to third-party lenders. The lifetime smile guarantee evaporated faster than venture capital during a recession. Eventually, some settlements and compensation programs appeared. But for many customers, the experience was simple. The startup promising perfect smiles vanished, leaving unfinished dental work and monthly bills. The story of SmileDirectClub isn't just a bankruptcy story. It's a Silicon Valley lesson. Disrupting taxis? Annoying. Disrupting food delivery? Messy. Disrupting healthcare? A little more complicated. Because when tech startups say move fast and break things, they usually mean software, not teeth. SmileDirectClub tried to turn orthodontics into an e-commerce product, and for a few years the market believed it. Investors chased the vision. Celebrities endorsed the brand. Customers lined up for cheaper smiles. But eventually reality showed up. In healthcare, regulations exist for a reason. And when your business depends on moving bones inside someone's face, customer service disappearing overnight tends to become a problem. So the $8.9 billion startup collapsed, not with a slow fade, but with a shutdown notice, a broken support line, and thousands of customers staring into the mirror thinking, well, this is not the smile they promised.